Hi, you're watching CNBC-TV18 News Online. I'm Archana Solanki. Let's get started with the market action. The Wall Street failed to hold opening gains with the Nifty and Sensex seeing cuts of 0.25%. Financials led the fall and the Nifty bank fell over 0.5%. ICICI Bank was the biggest laggard. Mid-caps continued to outperform the blue chips to end at record highs. Another Indian pharma company is under the scanner over substandard drugs. Nigeria's regulator has flagged Mumbai-based Synecare's paracetamol suspension for containing toxic substances. The product failed toxicity test with deaths of 5 lab animals. No human deaths have been reported yet. The government has identified fake input tax credit claims worth 15,000 crore rupees during a special drive. 11,000 of the entities identified found to have claimed bogus GST input tax credits. Sources say that CBIC is likely to introduce additional validations within the GST return filing system to tackle the menace. Kharif sowing has been hit significantly as cyclone Biparjoy slowed down the progress of monsoon in India. Data from the Agriculture Ministry shows that India is facing 37% of deficit rainfall. And Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh among the states have witnessed the highest deficit. The Indian Met Department has said that southwest monsoon is expected to advance over several states in the next 2-3 days. Nearly 100 people have died due to scorching heat and over 400 admitted in the hospital in the past 3 days due to heat. These states are Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Odisha. The authorities had issued a warning to residents over 60 years to stay indoors. As many as 57 people died in UP's Balia district alone. Earlier, Balia District Hospital Chief Medical Superintendent had confirmed to media that 34 people died in the district due to a heat stroke, after which he was transferred by the state government for linking the deaths to heat wave. Now, leave applications of medical personnel in Balia were cancelled due to the situation and additional beds in emergency wards were provided to accommodate patients. However, no respite for the states anytime soon, according to the Weather Department, because IMD has issued severe heat wave that will persist in the coming days in North India. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be embarking on his first state visit to the US from June 20th to 24th. This visit promises to be a crucial one as both nations would be consolidating their defense ties. The Prime Minister will be leading the celebrations of the International Day of Yoga at the United Nations headquarters on the 21st of June. He will then travel to Washington, D.C., where a ceremonial welcome has been planned. During the course of his stay, the Prime Minister will also address the joint session of the US Congress and meet top CEOs and members of the Indian diaspora. Foreign Secretary has said that bilateral defense cooperation and progress on defense industrial cooperation roadmap will be priority. Heavy rains have led to flooding in several parts of Assam. Over 34,000 people in 12 districts have been affected. Lakhimpur is the worst hit district. Critical infrastructure like roads and bridges have been damaged. The Indian Met Department has declared red alert for several districts for the next 5 days. Over 142 villages are underwater. Meanwhile, over 100 homes and several bridges have been swept away by massive landslides in North Sikkim. Restoration work of roads and bridges is underway. The Indian Army has rescued over 300 passengers in north of Sikkim. All Hindi films, including Adipurush in Nepal's capital Kathmandu and tourist town of Pokhara, have been banned. The trigger was the controversial dialogues of Adipurush, including the mention of Sita as India's daughter. Police personnel were deployed across 17 halls in Kathmandu to ensure no Hindi film is screened. Now, Sita's birthplace is a widely debated topic. Nepalese people strongly believe that Sita was born and raised in Nepal's Janakpur. On the other hand, Indians firmly believe that Sita was born in Sitakund in Bihar's Sitamarhi district. Hundreds of people, including 300 from Pakistan, have been feared killed after a boat capsized and sank in one of Europe's deadliest shipping disasters in recent years. The Pakistani government has ordered a high-level inquiry to investigate the human trafficking network thought to be involved. Now, a statement from Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif's office said so far 14 people have been arrested in connection with the incident. US Secretary Antony Blinken met Chinese President Xi Jinping, capping off a rare 2-day visit to Beijing amid simmering US-China tensions. During Xi Blinken's hour-long meeting, they were briefed by top diplomats about US-China bilateral ties, which was acknowledged to be at a low point. Blinken also emphasized the necessity of open communication challenges in managing their competition, according to the State Department, calling that productive. At least 4 people were killed and more than a dozen injured due to gunshots in Illinois, Missouri and Washington state of the United States of America. This happened during a Juneteenth celebration commemorating the end of slavery in the United States. The incident took place around 12:30 a.m. local time. No suspect information has been released yet. All right, this is our moment of the day, that is from Spain, where a pianist performed on a floating piano at an artificial lake in Spain's Madrid. Thank you for watching. We leave you with these visuals.
Toi pour toi et moi. Tu me peux voir que je ne sais pas de mais ma main ont éclos en de grands hémisphères.